Hey YouTube, it's Rod at Z Motorsports. Team Dip your car. There we go. Anyways, it's been about a year, maybe a tad over. I've had the car plasti dipped like this. One of the issues I've been running into is the hood is carbon fiber. So what it's going to do is it's going to flex, kind of like plastic does. But for some reason, and I've redone the black on this hood previously because of this issue. What I'm getting is, let me show you over here. I've already pulled the screws out because I'm getting ready to, but it'll start bubbling up right there where that cut is around the edge of the mount, and this side's actually worse. And look at that bubble. Okay, I know it had a good seal on it. It was wrapped around the edge of that. What I'm figuring happens is the way fiberglass, or not fiberglass, carbon fiber, sorry, the way carbon fiber is made is they lay down a bunch of different layers and then they impregnate it with a resin. Well, they also put release agents in there so it doesn't stick to the mold. One of those is effectively like a wax. That never all completely comes out. All I can figure is either some of those release agents must still be in the carbon fiber somewhere, and it's releasing up under the dip and causing it to lift. And the reason it's doing it at those two locations is because those are areas where I've actually cut into the carbon fiber to put those mounts in. Shy of that, the only thing else it could be is because of the flex we're getting. The carbon fiber will get some flex. I mean, it'll actually, you can see it when you're running down the road. Let's see if I can. It'll bounce quite a bit. Hence the reason for these really nice mounts here. And this may just be weak points where it's flexed in just enough that it's no different than if you sit there and took your finger and rubbed against it. Eventually you're going to get it loose. Once it gets a little bit loose, then it gets moisture under it. It could be either one of those. But because of that, I'm going to go ahead and peel the dip and just stay with the carbon fiber hood rather than trying to fight that until I figure out what's going on. So this is the last shot of the car with the carbon fiber plasti dipped. Again, that's the only spot. Please excuse it, it hadn't been washed in probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 months. Other than that, the carbon fiber took the dip extremely well. Other than those locations, which is the same spot on both sides. There's no other issues with the carbon fiber having issues with the plasti dip. So anyways, next shots, bare carbon fiber. Okay, well, alright, so it's not bare carbon fiber. I just want to show you, I did pull these out so you can see the size of the hole. I noticed that the bracket that was on top stuck very well to the plasti dip. So another issue, which might even be more of a deal, is the carbon fiber may flex at a different rate than that bracket. So that would cause another problem if with the dip adhered to the bracket and the carbon fiber flexing. I'm going to get around to the other side and show you this one. The carbon fiber flexing at a different rate, that could have been it, because as I was pulling the bracket out, I mean, it really started to peel, lift the dip up. Okay, you can tell, I mean, there's plenty of coats on there, and it's stuck very well. So could have been any one of those. So who knows, but maybe someone watching this down the road will if I was going to do it again, or next time I dip it, what I might do is leave the bracket in place and dip up to the edge of it and just leave the bracket there and let it make that seal. But I don't know, we'll figure it out as we go. So now let's get that off of there. Okay, I went ahead and recruited my daughter to peel this. Of course, her nails are like 4.5 feet long, so who knows how well she'll be able to do this.
Yeah, you never know.
Now when I sprayed this, I pulled all of these out, so it's wrapped around underneath, so I'll have to go back and do some cleanup. But well, as you can see, the Plasti Dip does not bother the carbon fiber at all. So we're going to go ahead and peel the rest of this off and see y'all in a little bit. Alright, there we go. I didn't take us, I don't know, less than 10 minutes. I still got a little bit of cleanup to do. I'm probably going to have to pull these grills out to get some of the edges. But like I said, see, the dip itself did not bother the carbon fiber at all. Even spots, you'll see there's a, I don't know if it'll focus on, but see there's a hole there and scuff. I got this hood used, and they had the really cheap eBay hood pins in it, and that's where one of the holes they had drilled was. You can also see that's why that notch is screwed up there. It's because that's where they had really boogered up where it was mounted at. So it forced me to position these as close to that as possible. But that area there, I filled and then took a light sand to it before I put the Plasti Dip on, and it didn't have any problems. So now that I'm just running the carbon fiber, I'll get that buffed out. But Plasti Dip carbon fiber works fine. Don't know why I was getting bubbling here, but on both sides. And it could be this section here. This is kind of a curved section because of where they had put that original mount. I was kind of on that curved section. It could have been that. So all these are just kind of guesses on my part. But there we go. We're no longer fully dipped.